Wait, don't spend that 2004 P dime until you check two things that could turn 10 cents into thousands. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what to look for on the torch to spot a full bands or full torch strike that brings real money, plus the dramatic mint errors from 2004 that jump straight into the four-figure range. No fluff, clear diagnostics, honest 2025 values, and how to sell for max. Set expectations first. 2004 P is a high mintage Roosevelt dime. Most are worth face value. The money lives in two lanes, ultra high grade with full bands or full torch, and bold errors. If you hit either lane, you're not talking pocket change, you're talking a mortgage payment. Let's start with the big differentiator. Full bands, PCGS, full torch, NGC. Flip to the reverse and zoom on the torch. You need both horizontal bands cleanly split by a sharp, unbroken line. No bridging, no mush. Then check the vertical lines, flutes. On the torch body, they should be strong and complete. That combo tells graders the coin was struck hard and clean. Here's why it matters. Modern dimes in MS68 with FBFT are genuinely scarce. In 2025, a 2004 P that certifies MS67 FBFT can bring low to mid-hundreds. True top-pop MS68 FBFT pieces, especially with killer eye appeal and tiny populations, can land in the low to mid-four figures. Translation: the dime that looks too nice to spend could be a $1,000 coin if the torch is perfect. How to pre-screen without sending 100 coins to grading. Under bright, soft light, tilt for a full cartwheel luster, original mint sheen that rolls across the surface. Avoid anything with haze, hairlines, or lots of tiny ticks in the open fields or on Roosevelt cheek. Then go straight to the torch. Do both bands split cleanly all the way across? Are the vertical lines crisp? If yes, sleeve it in a non-PVC flip. If you're between maybe and yes, keep it aside as a grading candidate. If the bands are mushy or bridged, it's not FBFT. Move on. Now the second lane, errors that pay. 2004 produced some dramatic pieces that are impossible to miss once you know what to look for. Missing clad layer. A dime is copper nickel over a copper core. If one clad layer is missing, one side will appear coppery. The coin will be noticeably underweight compared to the normal 2.268G, and the edge will look uneven in color. Genuine single missing layer dimes routinely sell in the mid-hundreds. Crisp, uncirculated examples can push into four figures. Tip: beware of ground-sanded fakes. Reading in rims on altered coins looks soft or wrong. A scale and a loop save you from mistakes. Off-center strikes. The more dramatic the shift, the better, if the date and mint mark remain visible. A 40 to 70% off-center 2004 P with a full, clean date can sell for a few hundred up in the low four figures, depending on severity and condition. If the date is missing, value drops fast. Double struck / flip over double struck. Struck twice, sometimes flipped and rotated in between. A wild overlapping design that's obvious at a glance. Clean, well-centered examples can bring $500 to $2,000 plus. Wrong planchet, the moonshot. If a 2004 P dime was struck on the wrong metal blank, say a cent planchet, copper, 3.1G, or a foreign planchet, the weight will be off. The color can look wrong, and parts of the design may run off the rim. These are authentication territory and can sell in the thousands. If the weight or color doesn't make sense, don't clean authenticate. Other collectible errors: broad strikes without a formed rim, partial collar railroad rim, strong curved clips, capped die strikes. Dramatic examples often land from $100 into the mid-hundreds. Exceptional pieces do better. Common traps so you don't waste time. Polished equals damaged. Shiny is invaluable. Original luster is. A polished dime will have hairlines that kill the grade. Machine doubling, flat, shelf-like, is not valuable. True doubling has split serifs and rounded secondary images. And remember, proofs are San Francisco S mint and generally don't come from circulation. Your 2004 P is a business strike. Hunting strategy that actually works. Ask your bank for customer-wrapped dime rolls and full boxes. Customer wraps leak nicer coins. First pass, cherry-pick luster. Second, torch check for FBFD. Third, scan edges for odd copper exposure that hints at missing clad. Keep a 10x loop, a USB scope for photos, and a digital scale that reads the 1 cm handle by the rims and never clean. Sort in the 3 piles: returns, nice AU with BU, and grade/verify. Label flips with date or mint, your torch verdict, and any weight oddities. When grading makes sense. If your 2004 P looks truly gem, few marks booming luster, and a convincingly split torch, PCJS FB or NGC FT can be worth it. That 2-letter designation is the multiplier. For errors, certification is your proof and your price driver. Heritage, Stacks, Bowers, and Great Collections buyers pay up for slab-described errors. How to sell for maximum value. Top Pop MS68FB/FT and Bowles certified errors, consigned Heritage, Stacks, Bowers, or Great Collections. Strong raw coins and minor errors can do well on eBay. Just use sharp macro photos and correct keywords like 2004 P Roosevelt Dime MS quality full bands candidate, missing clad layer, off-center with date visible. Always price from sold listings, not wishful asking prices. Quick recap so you can act today. 1. Check the torch. Both bands must be cleanly split. MS67, MS68 with FBFT is where 4-figure wins live when populations are tiny. 2. Hunt dramatic errors, missing clad, big off-centers with the date, double struck or flipovers, and wrong planchets. These are hundreds to thousands. 3. Don't clean, protect, and grade the winners. 4. Sell where serious buyers are. Drop a comment with clear photos, front and back edge, and the weighting grams if you think you got a full band's 2004 P or a wild error. I'll help you verify. And if this helped, save it and watch the next video where I show you the fastest way to spot a genuine 1982 no P dime in 30 seconds flat.